Yes, I love and respect each and everyone out there. To the good people and members and subscribers and everyone else who watch the vlog more time and see the different information and news and things will happen. See, no matter how harsh the things are, never take it into your head and feel too terrible about it because it's not your actions and not your works. So even though you feel sorry for people and what might have happened to them, never make it get to you too much because it's a part of life. Where them say hard years, who can hear, who feel, and these things. And it's real people. When you hear those, your mother and your grandmother say them thing there, them never play. Them know from long time. This is nothing new. People are get hurt long time because them not listen. If you not listen, open your ears and pay attention and start to really listen to things that's happening around you and pay attention to when people are giving advice. You will go out there and experience the worst. You will get harsh treatment and burned because you never hear say the fire hot, you're gone like gone burn, you know? So anyhow, right now, Spanishtown, I bear things, and me that talk about the police, I kill innocent youth, enough people think I joke me and make or something. Me I talk about the police need 100% body cam, some people like a joke thing me the pan. Bro, once again, police just kill another innocent youth. Then people are protest out rotted because the Spanishtown standoff after the police shoot a youth named Brandon Reid. Seeing, and the people must say Brandon no gunman or no killer. We are going to see about that. We could hear the people must say on the news itself. Big up everybody, let's go.
There were tense scenes at the intersection of Crescent and Spanishtown roads this morning. It follows the fatal shooting of a 19-year-old man by the police. Our reporter Kelisha Williams visited the scene and now reports.
This area has been tense all morning. I'm actually at Crescent Road off Spanishtown Road in St. Andrew. And about 2 o'clock this morning, a man was shot and killed by the police. Now, this morning in response, residents mounted roadblocks, as you can see from the debris right here. But it was cleared by the police who, as you can see, they are still in the community because the area is still tense, as I said before. Minutes earlier, there were several residents in the community with placards and they're appealing for justice because they're saying the victim, Brandon Reid, was innocently killed.
Last night, after 3 years, he come out to go buy weed. When the people buy with the shop locked, them a come back and the police them that. All them a beg female like them now wait again. Them shoot him up on the wall, drop on the wall, them shoot him and drop a ground. Them still a fire and fight. Him got up on him knee and said, please no. When the can't see it, when the can't help me, no can't help me, man, me not scare me, you know. Them still, then after them say I shoot up, no gun. What the gun there?
But the police report is saying otherwise. According to the police, they were on patrol in the area when they heard loud explosions. When they went to investigate, they saw a man who pointed a firearm in the direction of the police and opened fire. Now, the report says out of fear, the police returned fire and the man was hit and he continued running and eventually collapsed in the direction of a ball field. The man was then transported to the Kingston Public Hospital where they say he was pronounced dead. Now, I'll be in the area and I'll have more updates in primetime news this evening at 7.
You hear that? People, you see some now make up no story, right? You can't make this stuff up, people. It's right there in front of everybody's face, in the streets, in a real life. Now, forget this one-sided story from the police all the time. It's just not going to make no sense. That is the reason why 100% body camera need to be worn by police across Jamaica. In the come, I go suggest it and them I go push it and eventually it go become a thing where every police have to have camera upon them. Because these stories, these one-sided story, every time, you know how much time now the police have the same story over and over, it's got to be some change up in the incidents. No street activity. All of them man then are so bad. If you see police and pint gonna ready for fire shot. Everybody is a shootout. The man them report is everybody with them buck then say a shootout. It's a shootout and we recover the gun. They always have one little dirty gun for recover. Seeing? I'm in a day as no investigator try say nothing. Me just I say, bro, every time the same story, police. No offense or none. You know what I mean? As a former soldier and a person who work in a certain departments already and overstand certain things, bro. There is dirt and there is cleanliness. You get me? But don't talk. All me I say is, I don't say I'm not tell lie. I don't say I'm not there talk and junk on my vlog them. When I talk certain things, it's just reality. The police force in a Trinidad, Jamaica, all about everywhere need clean up. Too much dirt, too much. I don't know if I suffer them or suffer. I don't know if I chew the officer them not make enough money. Make them grimy so. But it's just, I don't get it. Maybe they are working for the Pope and the Pope orders is to kill out as much youths as possible. I don't know. Want to tell me because every time they murder, nobody now go to jail. Nobody now have nothing to say them, so kill youths like them a jankro and fly. Even though, you know what, maybe them a kill them because them a murderer, and me a overlook it. Maybe that thing, I'm just a kill them because you're a murderer, we're going to murder you too. It's just a kill for kill back thing. Like me, this a kill for kill. Anyway, moving on, Denesha. Cam Lee says a farmer man rape and kill off Denesha to blow out. See the story of Broad and Brawling, people, listen up.
A St. Thomas farmer has been charged with the murder of 28-year-old Roshni Bonfield, otherwise called Denesha, whose body was found in a gully in the parish on January 27. He is 49-year-old Cecil Stewart, otherwise called GRABBA, of Golden Valley, Whitehall, St. Thomas. Bonfield was last seen alive on January 26 about 3:30 p.m. when she left her home to visit a neighboring community. Later that day, a resident discovered her handbag and a cellular phone abandoned along a roadway near her home. Bonfield was reported missing on January 27. A search was conducted in the community by residents, which led to the discovery of her body in a gully. On January 28, Stewart turned himself in, accompanied by his attorney, and reportedly confessed to the crime. He was formally charged with murder on January 30th. Crime Officer for St. Thomas, Deputy Superintendent of Police Maxine Bernard, commended the collaborative effort between the police and the community that led to Stewart's arrest and charge. This swift breakthrough was made possible through the hard work and diligence of our investigating officers and the concerned residents of Golden Valley. The St. Thomas Police remain committed to ensuring justice for Roshni Bonfield and her loved ones. We encourage anyone with additional information to come forward as we pursue justice for Roshni, she stated. Stewart's court date is being finalized.
Dutty stinking rapist farmer, them for hang him to rotted. That's why when you have that kind of brethren and sisters, and have to train them and teach them to be fighters, warriors, so no man can take advantage of easy. Them for know to dig out a man eye and them thing then broke all him knee and kick him in him knee and balls, mash him up. So which part he can't do nothing for one good. 20 seconds, he can get to an escape or, bash him further. Whatever, but we have to teach these women how to protect themselves. Because some of them man, straight grapists. And then we use their man energy to cow down woman and tie them up and beat them and render them unconscious, knock them out and rape them and do all type of things to them. You see me? Because some of them man, they're just too lazy to go out and try to find a woman in a real life and just do the hunting while man have to do to get a woman more time. Because that's what you have to do, man. More time to get a woman, you have to hunt, Can't go and eat that in a Babylon, and turn a big mama man sit down a yard. Oh, no girl, me not look them girl, yo, brat. When I come in, like, gonna make a new world or the take over on the mind or something. When I rape everything now, because I don't want to look the woman them and get a big woman sick. See, is it a mind sickness? Maybe him not want no woman. Maybe him just sick. What the hell me I talk about? Try to teach it. No, sir. Anyway, people, moving on. You say the taxi man them serious, bro. Because the operators in Clarendon right now withdraw services. Protests up there, so. And that's all about Kingston, Clarendon. Protests are going all over Jamaica about the road, them and sewage and pothole and everything. So, what if I fix up if I go on? Listen to this here.
100 taxi operators in Clarendon withdrew their services on Tuesday, protesting what they say is undue pressure being brought onto them by the Transport Authority. The drivers say they are being ticketed unfairly on a daily basis.
Transport Authority every day, 4 or 5 days a week, then in one place. And then this week, next week, then come same place. And if I stop and open and take up one passenger, and you get a 3 tickets for one passenger, take up for $150.
Because as you look, I don't think there's any route that have any cars right now. There are probably about over 100 operators are out here, probably nearly 200. Concern as it relates to just arbitrary stopping them, giving them tickets for shirts that are summons, for shirts that they claim that is washed out and is worn. ID that they said is too dull. Now, as far as I'm concerned, if a man ID is dull, then it's the right of the Transport Authority to say, hey, you need to come down and get this ID changed. You can't see. Rather than giving a man a summons. You need to use your common sense.
Now, the drivers are appealing for a more cohesive relationship with the Transport Authority.
This is a spontaneous protest, and this is saying that something has been brewing and boiling, and the men, they have reached boiling point. Some time ago, I spoke to the local acting manager, and I told him about the relationship between the Transport Authority and the operators in general. And some little things were initiated last year, but it should be continued in order to bridge that gap, because I can tell you, the drivers, they're not pleased when they see the Chamber Authority.
Now, a meeting is to be held on Wednesday with the drivers and executive members of the Transport Authority. At onespotmedia.com.
Our first evening, we begin with news that a crisis is unfolding in Jamaica and other parts of the world as the United States has paused funding to several government and non-government programs.
Now, some programs are now in limbo as the Donald Trump administration has temporarily closed the United States Agency for International Development, USAID.
Andrea Chisholm has details.
Elon Musk, the world's richest man and ardent supporter of US President Donald Trump, is now a special government employee, hell-bent on carrying out his mandate as head of the US Department of Government Efficiency.
What we have here is not an apple with a worm in it, but we have actually just a ball of worms. If you've got an apple that's got a worm in it, maybe you can take the worm out. But if you've got actually just a ball of worms, it's hopeless. And USAID is a ball of worms. There is no apple. And when there is no apple, you've just got to basically get rid of the whole thing.
The move to shut down USAID has angered many in Washington.
Elon Musk may get to be dictator of Tesla, but he doesn't, and he may try to play dictator here in Washington, D.C., but he doesn't get to shut down the Agency for International Development.
But for President Trump,
and we're getting them out, USAID, run by radical lunatics, and we're getting them out, and then we'll make a decision.
CNN reports that thousands of contractors and civil servants lost access to email and USAID systems overnight. We were also unable to access USAID's official website. The entity, which administers humanitarian aid programs, has offices in more than 60 countries and employs around 10,000 people. Now, USAID has been working with Jamaica for more than 60 years. In August 2023, Jamaican ambassador to the United States Audrey Marks stated that USAID project support to Jamaica was $123.4 million for the 2013 to 2020 period. It dropped to $60 million for the 2020 to 2025 period. In September 2024, the 5-year USAID Youth Empower program was launched. USAID pledged to provide $3 million in initial funding to assist about 5,000 young people. $9.9 million was also allocated in April 2024 for USAID to help support victims of interpersonal and collective violence. TVJ News understands that some civil society groups are also in limbo. Among them, Eva for Life, Jamaica AIDS Support for Life, Rise Life Management, and Jamaica Network of Seropositives. When our newsroom made contact, the groups indicated that they have been placed under gag orders since the Trump administration's announcement of the foreign aid pause. Persons were also unable to book appointments for health services as Health Connect Jamaica's website was offline due to a suspension of funds from USAID.
Wow. Them people I never think too clear when them a vote for Trump, you know. Them actually vote for Elon Musk to rot it. Yo, the man says a ball of worms. Them have to get rid of the whole thing because no Apple not did it. Me box cover, yo, say, you know what I'm tell you, right? I done that completely, you know, so all the people want to depend on them thing there, you know. A judgment, you know. That's why I say to all the independent people, them will build themselves for own. And I see it right now, we're lucky, actually blessed the most in our society, you know, because them people take away all aid and funding and welfare and everything, and then what, yo. I wonder if them know them just vote for who them just let in the house right now, in a Senate in America. I wonder if them know. Say Satan them put in a yo, me have to laugh, Jaja. Almighty Creator and I stand with you, so I no fear none. I just have to laugh. Alright, moving on.
General Secretary of the People's National Party, Dr. Dayton Campbell, has weighed in on the trade war involving 3 of Jamaica's international partners. Amid that comment is also a warning to individuals he feels are using the political season to wrongly accuse politicians. More in this report.
A meeting of PNP supporters and members of the party's leadership in northwestern St. Catherine, but it was the situation along the USA-Mexico and USA-Canada borders that took center stage. For Dr. Dayton Campbell, the geopolitical standoff is a wake-up call for Jamaicans.
All of these terrorists and counter-terrorists that are war in the world, we cannot leave our food up to foreign country. We have enough land down here and we have enough care from the people so that we will produce what we need to eat.
It is why he believes the so-called Agriculture Fund is needed. But he steered clear of explaining how that initiative would be funded after previous statements that landed him in hot water over fears that his plans could lead to fresh taxes for Jamaicans.
I hear that one of them about only want increase food price. Agriculture is the best example of the market economy at work. If I ask anybody in this crowd, when you have glut, what the food prices, the jump around. When you have scarcity, what the food prices, it go up. If we increase local production of food, food prices will go down and not up. We want to ease the cost of living on the people of this country and we want to eat good food because when you eat some of this imported food, you end up with all sorts of sickness.
The PNP General Secretary also went on the offensive, taking aim at entertainer Clifford Smith, more popularly known as Mr. Vegas, for remarks he says defamed his character.
I don't work at parish council. I don't have no standing to instruct no parish council, so I can't misappropriate anything. And every boy or girl will say so. Me and them are going to go down, starting with
Within hours of Dr. Campbell's comment came a statement from entertainer Mr. Vegas on social media apologizing to Dr. Campbell for the comments he made.
Yeah man, so them a cry for the help and them a lose the help. All of the aid what they used to get what they never talk about and them that they are living on them big things and teeth. Yo, a judgment on the blood now place in a real life to blow. Can you believe this? All what I talk about now is Donald Trump take with them aid, Trump take with this. Trump make what 15,000 immigrants have to go home one time, one set of people, Trump plan for mash up Palestine and them level. One bag of things are going on, people. The man, you know what type of madness are going on fire right now, but me not tell a lie. Me kinda happy for the which part me there. And some people are foreign mind, like I can't tell them I'm a foreigner. You just feel green paper money, just the dream what them build them with right now. Elon must have deal with the blood now.
We begin with reactions to news from the United States that the Trump administration has temporarily closed the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID. President Donald Trump says he will decide the future of USAID after removing the people who currently run the agency. The decision has left several programs funded by USAID in Jamaica and globally in limbo. Shane Masters has our first report.
What we have here is not an apple with a worm in it, but we have actually just a bowl of worms. If you've got an apple and it's got a worm in it, maybe you can take the worm out. But if you've got actually just a ball of worms, it's hopeless. And USAID is a ball of worms.
That was Elon Musk, the head of the Department of Government Efficiency, talking about USAID. Now, local civil society organizations which are directly funded through the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, are pondering the future of their operations after news came today that the agency is on the cusp of being shuttered by the Trump administration. The blow comes days after the U.S. government ordered a 90-day pause to all foreign aid pending a review of efficiencies and consistency with Donald Trump's foreign policy. That decision has already negatively affected the aid groups, with many contemplating how staff will be paid and their continued function. Among the civil society groups in limbo are E for Life, Jamaica Aid Support for Life, Rise Life Management, and the Jamaica Network of Seropositives. When contacted for comments, the groups indicated that they have been placed under gag orders since the Trump administration's announcement of the foreign aid pause. However, former ambassador to the United Nations Curtis Ward says the move by the Trump administration raises numerous questions. One such is if the president is able to change the operations of USAID through an executive order.
We expected, based on the provisions of Project 2025, that the USAID would be recognized not as a soft power part of U.S. foreign policy, but to coerce governments around the world who benefit from USAID to bend significantly to an America First foreign policy, meaning supporting President Trump's policies across the board.
Hold on. Yo, who that, man? Them could at least give the job them to some people who have teeth, man. Them got some real old people in the parliament. Them nah no teeth and them talk through them governor. You hear this, man? All me hear is the word policy.
In the meantime, attorney at law and public affairs commentator Dwight Bernard says there seems to be no clear direction for the Trump administration as it relates to foreign policy.
I'm curious to see how they continue along this line, because I noticed that both Israel and Egypt still get to keep their aid while they review everybody else's aid. So I'm just want to see where their direction they are going and what is the end game, because I think that what I'm seeing is that it is changing by the day. There is no clear objective, there is no clear direction. They're just making it up as they go along.
Maneuvering potholes is one thing, but imagine having to do so while navigating a roadway flooded with foul, overflowing sewage. For residents, especially taxi operators along Waltham Park Road in St. Andrew, this has become an unbearable reality. Fed up with the conditions, drivers halted service Monday, blocking the roadways in fiery protest, demanding action. They say the problem stems from clogged drains.
Can't take the stench. Children that are going to school, they're having problem passing here. They have a detour. Business places having the same problem. No, normally we don't have the peak hours in the morning and in the evening, but because of the bad road condition, that is right through the day. It is happening right through the day, and all we hear is these promises, empty promises, and nothing is being done. They used to create the drain on a regular basis. And it's been years I haven't seen that.
But the issue, they argue, goes beyond patchwork. Drivers say recent repairs were insufficient, calling for a long-term solution.
Here and there we have water problem. We don't need to put any asphalt there, because it's causing more problem and more money. So what you're gonna do for we now, you have part of the road where water settle because the road is at level. And them part they keep on mashing up and sending down a lot of big hole in the road. The part that went on the road where a damage, you see a water damaging part there. So you put concrete in them structure there.
Residents want the authorities to step in and fast.
All we get is empty promises. We don't want to hear that now. We need results now. That is what we want, results. We want to talking now. That now help the situation.
Alright, enough people remember a movie Shatters, you know. I would not say everybody watch Shatters. Enough man get inspired by Shatters. Different scenes and different parts. I'm sure it's a whole heap of people inspired by the part when Spragga Benz, aka Wayne, in the movie, say, "Oh, I'm gonna kill him, brother. I'm sell way out, hey, all thing gonna talk, I'm gonna gun them. Bomba club people wait outside their house, outside their picnic school. Yeah." You see me? So that part, you know, was a big motivation for enough Jamaicans. So you hear enough Jamaican attack, I just for a shot as inspiration, you know. But them, bomba cloud, rare. One time the man with them talk about in them face, them quiet like post to pussy cloud. Now, But listen to this idiot just like, like about a week now, me to play that video. I never want to play that clip. I never ever want to put in that video. I know, I not lie to the people.
All what bumper cloth about them a bad man and them a this and them a that. Come chat me in my face and lick me in my face.
A dutty, yeah.
When corner beat corner come in my house, me have to grab me woman. Tell me woman to lie down on my belly. And go out there. Go out there to the man them. Go out there with the man them. You don't think one know nothing about 119? All who are threaten me. All who are threaten me.
Fresh drop.
All who are threaten me to lick me in my face. Chop me in my face. Do this and do that to me. You can't find me a capture land. Regular me there a capture land. Meet me a capture land. You come in a capture land and want to find me. I'm going to lick me in my face. Alright, if you don't want to find me a Chambers Lane, regular me there a Chambers Lane. Alright, Tars Pen, regular me there a Tars Pen.
Fresh drop.
Alright, if you don't want, you don't listen out if you went Tickman or Berry. Me go there at the funeral. You can't come my funeral for me. Come my funeral, come chat me in my face. All what bumper cloth about them a bad man and them a this and them a that. Come chat me in my face and lick me in my face. You think say me can operate business at Matches Lane? Operate business at Tars Pen? Operate business at Orange Street? I'm afraid of people. I'm afraid of one little uptown brown boy who don't even know how to say suck your mother. He says suck your mother like suck your mother. Suck your mother. Suck your mother. Suck. With him upper St. Andrew accent. I mean, he must make that frighten me and drown me out. I don't say you say suck your mother. You know say suck your mother. Suck your mother. I don't say you say. You say suck your mother. Or if you want hot flavor to it. If you want hot a little spice. You say suck out your bumper clot mama. And if you want to go further, juice out your mama with a blood clot straw when she see her blood. That's how you say suck your mother, Sean Paul. And suck your mother don't mean nothing to me. You can't tell me suck your mother a billion times. I mean, because I don't understand it. I don't know what it means. So I don't know that I can draw me out. So all who trick me, who don't meet me at them place, they are them place them regular. Me they regular. Meet me there. Alright, if you don't want to, we can arrange a place and time. And I meet you there with some of my police friend them. Because my police friend, me have some police friends in a ramp. And the police then love me like a fool. Police love me. I'll say the police only love 119. You don't want to come meet me? Give me a place and time, man. I'm come and meet you. I want to come at the place that I tell you a while ago. And come meet me and lick me in my face.
If them licking in your face, people, you can't blame them. The man sent over 100 invites a while ago for people come lick him in your face. Bro, I'll tell you something. People bad and some of them don't care how bad you feel like you is. Then we take your invite and come slap you in your face with something else than stone. And I tell you. So anyhow, people, sometimes you just leave well enough alone, live your life and try to be peaceful and loving. Try to just show everybody love and come out for the hype. Because the shatters thing there, you see what happened to you, well, I shatters them in a movie, right? Yeah, Biggs alone survived and we don't know him probably dead in a part 2, you know, so them couldn't make it part 2. Anyhow, Beenie Man, here what Trinidad man I said to you. A Trinidad man, I have a message for Beenie Man to blow before we cut out. This is what Trinidad man said.
Jamaican dancehall artist Beenie Man said that though doubles is nice, he doesn't eat it because stray dogs don't eat it. During a podcast, Beenie Man was asked which Caribbean island was the best apart from Jamaica. Beenie Man answered, I love Trinidad. With the mention of Trinidad, Beenie Man was asked if he eats the popular street food, doubles. Beenie Man answered, I love Trinidad but I don't eat doubles because dogs don't eat doubles. And I don't eat anything that dogs don't eat. He mentioned that he tried doubles 2 or 3 times, but he threw the doubles for a dog and the dog didn't eat it. He said dogs eat chicken, dogs eat fish, dogs eat dumpling, but the dog didn't eat doubles. I ain't gonna lie, Beenie Man is a disrespectful kind of fella. But since he gave you 2 cents on our culture, I will give my 2 cents on yours. Right, Beenie Man? Just because you name a song King of Dancehall, that doesn't mean you're the King of Dancehall. Right? We all know the King of Dancehall is a DJ Palmer Vibes Cartel. And for some reason, since Cartel come out of prison, you just crashing out. And it ain't looking good. And I don't know what Beenie Man talking about because my dog does eat doubles very good. Once it didn't have too much pepper. And Beenie Man, since you want to equate yourself to a dog, even though I don't like it, my dog just drink toilet water. You just do the same? Since a dog had the highest level of understanding. I want you to answer that for me. Or you go let me know what you all think about Beenie Man's disrespectful comments. And because Beenie Man's so confused on who the real King of Dancehall is, all you go let him know. Is it Vice Cartel, Sean Paul, or the dog whisperer Beenie Man? Or you go let me know in the comments.
Oh gosh. Yeah, man, you have to watch what you say in the public, you know, because people document everything. Remember me say it yesterday or the day before yesterday? Bro, everything what you say on the internet, people have to feel. So that's why I just talk things straight and plain, but me not have nothing what me sorry for say. You get me? Man in a public as big public figure make some lewd talk, all the panel drink champs at talk, but we do Ben. We do Ben. What the blood clot? Is that about Jamaica man coming like in go fire and go figure say about Jamaica? We do Ben. What is that? What is Ben? And I ban him saying, we do Ben. I Ben your man saying Ben. Anyhow, people, subscribe with the notification bell. Oh man, love and respect to all the artists. Big up Beenie Man, same way, bro. Yeah, but we not Ben, bro. I don't do Ben. I never do Ben in my life. I don't know other artists or reggae artists who do Ben. But people, subscribe with the notification bell, like the video, leave your feedback, and stay tuned for more Reasoning with G Terror. No schooling outside.
Nice.